You can't have permanent war without fiat.
Applications. I view blockchain
is one of the most
Wired,
influential.
crypto-focused news outlet from Digital Currency.
Blockchain's back to all time.
technology is inevitable. I think
Today, let's talk about blockchain.
What if I told you there's a place where every transaction you make, from buying your morning coffee to selling a piece of art, you can do it in a secure, immediate, and transparent way. No banks, no middlemen, just trust.
Trust me. You gotta trust him. Look into his eyes.
That is built on the code itself. Today, we're going to talk about blockchain.
Great story to tell.
So what is blockchain? Blockchain technology is a technology that allows information to be transferred and stored in a secure way. You can imagine it as a special kind of database. This database, however, is not like stored in one place, like AWS, a centralized authority. It's distributed across thousands of computers all at once. This special feature of blockchain allows it to be secured at any single point of time. However, another interesting feature of the blockchain is what we call consensus.
I feel like all of those words are too big.
Consensus, you can imagine it as a fancy way of saying that everybody agrees of the state of the blockchain at the same time. So it's like the truth. So we don't have a centralized entity like a government or any private company that can manipulate the state of the blockchain. So the blockchain uses a very complex algorithm in order to reach the consensus, which is technically the truth about the public ledger at any single point of time across the thousands of computers all at the same time. Now let me explain it in very simple terms. Imagine you and 10 best friends.
Imagine?
Wait, actually 10 best friends is a lot. Let's put it into like 10 friends. Have a notebook. This notebook is dedicated to write all the trades of cards that you do between each other. Each page of this notebook has the trade, the date, and between which two parties the trade happened. So to sum it up, we have a notebook between friends that they put trades on it. However, the interesting part, this notebook is not kept in one's friend's house. However, each one of you has a copy of this book, and all of you, whenever a trade happens, you write it down. But let's say some of our best friends cheated.
The man was cheating.
Like they created a random trade that did not happen, or even modified a trade that happened in the past, the quantity or the trade itself. But guess what? Every one of you will notice this because the notebook itself is at each one's house. So if there's a change in the status of the notebook, everybody will notice and the cheater will be caught. This is exactly what the consensus on the blockchain is about.
Interesting. Very, very interesting.
So this is how the blockchain works. Instead of having cards, we are trading digital information. And instead of having a notebook, we are ensuring that the ledger, which is technically the notebook itself, match up every single time. So by that, we have a secure blockchain.
I get it, I think.
Blockchain as a technology is a game changer. However, its effect is not just limited to digital currencies. It goes way beyond that. Blockchain as a technology can disrupt industries like finance, agriculture, supply chain management, and even healthcare. So let's talk about finance, how blockchain plays a huge role. Imagine you want to send your cousin who lives in, let's say, Mexico, $100. Instead of going through multiple banks and each bank wants to take its portion from the transaction, Literally, you can send through the blockchain as a public ledger in a matter of seconds. And it costs you just the actual transaction cost, which is cents, which is actually fraction of the actual cost incurred when you're doing traditional payments through Swift or whatever rails. Another major contribution in finance is the B2B industry itself, banks operating between each other. Like for example, we have what we call repo markets. It's a market where banks overnight borrow money from each other. We have on Wall Street around $1.25 trillion every night bank exchanging money just to fulfill their capital requirements. Imagine instead having to move all of this physical money or even just to maintaining this centralized ledger, we have a blockchain where banks can instantly match their transaction and agree that on the public ledger all transactions match. Another major use case is in supply chain management. You can imagine like literally you can monitor the food process from the farmer itself to your actual table. Another interesting use case is in healthcare. Imagine a place, instead of having all those centralized data breaching, data storage places in our healthcare industry, imagine having a place where you can go to your primary physician and instantly he can get your data. And also, he can share this data with you because also he can have it as well. This data is secure, transparent, and most importantly, it's private. And now let's talk seriously.
You serious?
You will tell me, yeah, whatever you said is really good. I have a good time listening to you. But how can I get actually involved? Actually, to get into like the blockchain wave or the blockchain like as technology, to better understand it first, you need to keep up with the news. Like read articles every week, try to understand how the blockchain can shape our future. And it's not just a technology that is related to finance. It can spread across all industries as we mentioned. However, to get serious into the blockchain itself, you need to understand the basics. And the best way to do it is to register through, let's start, free courses like on Coursera or Udemy, where there are many introductory courses. Another thing what you can do is start trading crypto. Like start with $5, $10, $100. Start with secure, well-known companies like Coinbase, Kraken. So by starting and following these steps, you can get and start getting indulged into the ecosystem itself, and trust me, you will have fun.
Forget to have fun.
If you want to get more technical, on blockchain you can start coding and you can start learning the native language where you can start talking with the blockchain itself. And here we are talking about learning the language, which is called Solidity, and of course enhancing it by learning Rust. And in order to attain like a proficiency level of this kind of coding, the best way is to do joining hackathons. Joining hackathons will allow you to challenge yourself and really understand what's going behind the scenes. Thank you so much for watching till this minute. This is the end of this video. The last thing I want to say is I'm a big believer of the blockchain, not only on the digital currency side, even in blockchain technology as being public ledger. It's going to be adopted by major banks over the globe. This YouTube is going to unfold in the future more and more episodes about the financial side of blockchain and how we can enhance it and learn more. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe, share and like. And as always, comment below any questions you have. Thank you so much.